first met Lisa, I think it was down at Birmingham NEC at one of the exhibitions. She was just really inquiring and really interested in our product. From there it led on to the story of Lisa and what happened to her. It was a whole background of how it affects Lisa, how it affects her family and all her friends, and the whole interplay and relationship of how you're going to carry on with your life and how your family are going to cope with the situation. In my mind, it was a real eye-opener of actually the devastating effect it can have on your life and all the people who are close to you. This type of situation is happening regularly, whether that's in the UK, in Europe, in America, or anywhere in the world, in the industrial workplace, where these people are moving vehicles and accidents are happening all the time. We felt it's really important to bring about the awareness, to bring about the dangers of the situation where there is vehicles and there is people moving around together, interacting in the workplace. And can things move forward? Can the situation change so that those dangers, those risks, that education of what's going on can be improved? The industrial workplace has definitely improved the awareness of the dangers, the risks in the workplace. It is on the radar, especially with the bigger blue chip companies. They're definitely aware of the dangers, and it's their brand reputation if an accident happens. There's definitely a big push towards the segregation or separation of people and vehicles and trying to protect people in the workplace. This has definitely moved on dramatically, and that education has moved on. Has it moved on far enough? Is the awareness where it needs to be? I believe there's still a long way to go, and that education is something that ASAFE are trying to help to make people aware, because once they are aware, they know they can do something about it. I believe it's really important to make people aware of the hidden costs, the hidden dangers. This is looked at from many different angles, and also from the company's point of view. That's a major thing for that company, and the brand reputation, the effect on that company is so important. So this education, this awareness is key. This campaign, the film really highlights that and the importance. These accidents don't have to happen. People don't have to lose a limb. People don't have to die in the workplace. If this can be prevented, if one life can be saved, then this film, this whole campaign has done its job. The industrial workplace is it's a hidden industry. People in the general public don't think about what happens in a factory, what happens in a warehouse, and it's hidden away behind closed doors. So if that awareness can be brought out more mainstream, people understanding, whether that's the general public, the charities involved, government bodies, if they're aware of the dangers and also the education of what can be done to improve it, and it can fast track and move things forward to keep going and keep improving and stopping anything like this happening, or at least reducing the risks dramatically down, then that's going to be fantastic. COVID-19 pandemic's changed the way we live. It's changed the environment, and more people have been working at home, but also things what were happening anyway, like shopping habits, people ordering offline. It's so easy to go onto the internet and click on ordering something and delivered the next day. That instant delivery is increased, and the demand for it has dramatically grown since the pandemic developed. That means there's more and more warehouses, logistics centres. So this industry is growing dramatically, and for that appetite, that demand for those goods being delivered quickly in this growing industry, things are getting busier and busier and busier. And that just means the risks are going to increase. So it's really important, this message about how we protect people in the workplace, how we separate the vehicles and the people interacting together is going to be critical as we move forward. A-Safe's aim is always to create the safest and most advanced workplaces in the world. Now, we've been doing that by talking with our customers, trying to solve their problems, advising them the best way to protect their people, protect their assets, but also working alongside the British Standard Institute. We were a sponsor of an industrial norm, an industrial standard called PAS 13. And PAS 13, so it advises you where and when to use a safety barrier, and then also how to test a safety barrier, how to know what the impact performance of that safety barrier is. When I heard the story of Lisa Ramos, of how it's affected her life, I jumped on board. I was so keen to invest into the story and really want to get this story out to people. I was really keen to allow the opportunity of this story to be told and for as many people to hear about it, and hopefully they can take that awareness and then want to do something about it, whether that's the person in the general public or somebody working in a factory, someone operating a machine, operating a fork truck, or a manager, or even a director. If they know about this and they can do something to improve it from this story, then that's fantastic, and that's what this whole campaign is about.